I gathered the quickest methods of gaining mushrooms in this game, and you're probably on this video because you want to get rich quick. This video is divided into 5 methods of gaining mushrooms, so you guys could choose whatever you're comfortable with or whatever you want to really do. But obviously some methods are faster than others, so this video will be in order from slowest way to fastest, and the slowest ways are easier, so maybe you just want like a little bit of a slow way, but you don't need to do anything. But yeah, I'm gonna be posting videos like these daily, so if you guys want to stay updated, just subscribe. For the first method, I'm gonna tell you guys the way you gain mushrooms in this game, well, passively. So basically, you receive 5 mushrooms or shrooms, whatever, every 2 minutes. And then there are region missions, which are these on the right side, and these give you 4 mushrooms per mission. So what you want to do is whenever you're grinding using any of the methods, you just want to do these missions on the side. If one's too difficult, don't do it. Just do the little easy ones, you know, that you could do for some quick mush, you know what I mean? Method number 1 is AFK farming. This is the most popular farming method, but it's also the slowest out of all of the others. So before I explain the best way to do AFK farming, I'm just gonna tell you guys it's the easiest way. That's why it's the slowest. But all you have to do is just do nothing, basically, and you're gonna be gaining mushrooms. You could go watch your favorite show or whatever. If you guys want to know the rate you're gonna be gaining mushrooms, if you just stay AFK, 100 mushrooms every 40 minutes, which is 1,000 every 400 minutes, and so on. And here's a little table I'm providing showing how much mushrooms you get for the amount of time you spend AFK or whatever. So obviously, if you're gonna be AFK farming, you want a creature that lasts a long time without eating, right? We could just use aquatic creatures. And before you just get right into it, don't use carnivore aquatic creatures because they're a little bit more difficult to AFK farm as. Over here, if you click advanced on the stats, you can see the appetite of the creature. The more appetite the creature has, the longer it can survive without food. Every 1 point of appetite is 30 seconds. So if I have 10 appetite, that's 300 seconds, which is 5 minutes. So if your creature has 60 appetite, it can survive for 30 minutes. So you want to use a herbivore aquatic creature or an omnivore, but the best I found are Slayorn, which has an appetite of 80 and it's a herbivore and it's kind of fast because it's tier 3. But you can also use the Kupoair or the Chami. You guys can check the appetites for yourself, but basically just use a quick herbivore aquatic creature. You don't need to drink, obviously, because you need the water to breathe. Floods won't be a problem. So all you want to do is basically find an empty server. Okay, this is a private server, but you guys want to, if you don't have a private server, you can scroll down in the servers list and then just go to a really low server. You want to pick one of the creatures that I said, and if you don't have it, you can use a stored one from the trial store. Basically just sit at a food source. This is infinite, so I could just eat all the time here. And yeah, I mean, what can possibly go wrong? All you have to do is just sit here, go AFK. 80 appetite, which means it can survive for like 40 minutes. Every 30 minutes, I'll just check the game, I'll eat, and then I'll go back to watching your favorite show. So yeah, let's move on to method 2. Method 2 is grinding artifact creatures. Oh god, okay. For those of you who don't know, artifact creatures are these creatures over here that you can decrease the price of when you get their artifacts. Each one has their own artifact. This one takes away like 2% of the price, while this one takes 40% or 30. Pick a creature that you want to grind. Now, the best thing you can do is pick the newest artifact creature, such as, well, for now, the Corsolet. But yeah, you want to get the water artifacts the quickest way. Thankfully, Elasmo made this easy for you because I posted a video on the fastest way to get the fire artifacts, earth artifacts, and sea artifacts. So yeah, just search on my channel if you want that. I posted the fastest methods possible. Then when you get the artifact creature, you want to sell it for what it's worth, or just try to get a price a little bit higher. Doesn't really matter because you didn't really spend anything to get this creature. You just grind it for a little bit and then you can sell a creature for like 10k, 5k, whatever it's worth. Preferably don't pick the creatures that no one really wants, such as the Quezical. Maybe the Feriochus, I don't really know. But yeah, that's grinding artifact creatures. Method 3 is a pretty common method that a lot of people do actually. And it's profiting from this little trade realm over here. So the thing about the trade realm is that 90% of these people don't understand values. And I'm sure none of them actually know the value of each creature. So you're probably wondering, how do I know the value of each creature and start getting, you know, some value out of the trades? Basically, I have a little Discord server that you can find values in. But honestly, there's not a lot of people in here, like 1,000 maybe, and you're not gonna get the value quickly each time. So the most reliable thing you could do is go on the Creatures of Sonaria Discord server, which is in the game's description. And for example, if you want to find the value of an Oxytalis or something, there's a little trade realm category here. You click trade discussion. If you can't see these channels, you have to level up. I think level 2 or something. Level 1 actually. But yeah, what you're gonna do is just type the creature and then just say this basically. Like if I want to find the value of Oxytalis, I'm just gonna ask over here, and people are always on this channel, so someone's probably like 70% of the time they reply to you, and sometimes no one's gonna reply to you. Yep, someone just replied to me, and yeah. And if no one replies to you, or if you want a quicker way of getting it, you go on the search bar over here, and this is my little method. A lot of people probably do it, but you search up Oxytalis value. This will bring up chats of people asking for the value. You just click them, and then you're gonna find people replying to this person, as you can see over here. Someone replied to this person, and that's how I can find the value without asking, you know what I mean? But yeah, if someone, for example, doesn't respond to this person, you can't find it, just go to the one below. There's definitely values there. Beware of people who trade you stored creatures. Stored creatures are worth nothing, basically. For example, we now know that the Oxytalis is worth 1 to 2k. This person is offering me Oxytalis, so just offer him 1k, because that's the lowest, value, fair value for the Oxytalis. And there's a chance they accept, there's a chance they don't, but that's the thing in trading. Eventually someone will accept, and then you sell the Oxytalis for 2k. Then you just made 1k in like 10 minutes. That's how profiting from Trade Realm works. If you spend time on this and actually like learn how to trade and learn the values and whatever, this is going to be very beneficial for you. The only issue is that it's time consuming and you have to keep switching between Discord and whatever to find the values, but at the end, it gives you a lot of value if you figure out how to do it. And it can be the fastest way depending on how efficiently you do it, but for the average trader, this is the third quickest method. This method is guaranteed to get you value, and it's pretty efficient, and unlike trading, you actually know you're going to get the value, a lot of value from it. It's just a little bit time consuming. And this method is grinding death tokens or death rewards, which are over here in the survival stats. Every 1200 points, you get a death token. Now, this death token is used to open a death gacha. A death gacha requires 500 mush and a death token. Now this death token is actually worth a lot. It's worth like 5,000, 6,000, 7,000, something in that range. What you want to do is get a death token by grinding the death points. Now how do you grind the death points? The fastest method, I did a video on this actually. It's called the fastest method to get death tokens, and it is actually the fastest method, and in summary it's basically just doing missions. But I explain in the video the fastest way to do these missions. Basically, you can either spend 500 mush and the death token and then get one of these creatures and then sell them. Yuliyoyum, for example, is worth like 7-8k, something like in that range. Or you could just sell the death token itself for like 6-7k. And yeah, that's like 6 to 7k every death token you get. If you become like a master at grinding these death rewards, you could just keep making 7k, 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 and you're gonna get a lot of mushrooms out of it. But yeah, that's grinding death rewards. Moving on. Final method isn't the quickest method to get mushrooms, but it's the easiest for the amount of mushrooms you're gonna get. This is my little method. No one told me about this, but I find it pretty, beneficial. But method 5 is taking advantage of the new creatures. Basically, creatures come out every week, like 2. What you want to do is grind for the creature. For example, the Oxytalis just came out, and to get it you have to do a little event, and it's really easy to get, right? In the 1 hour range after it came out, people were offering everything for the creature, and that's the thing, people overpay for new creatures as soon as they come out. I got an Oxytalis and I sold it for like 10k as soon as it came out, and then 2 days later it's worth 1k. So yeah, don't fall into the trap of overpaying for a new creature, because you're gonna lose so much value. You're just gonna get the new creature, yeah, you're gonna use it and whatever, but if you really want to use those new creatures, just buy the trials for like a low amount. Don't ever get the species of a new creature. Don't like buy it. You can grind for it and then you could just sell it because people are gonna overpay for it. So yeah, you basically you put like no effort, but you can sell creature for so much. It's crazy, and you can do this multiple times. Like when the torture route came out, I found like a really cool method, and I grinded like 5 torture routes and I sold them all for so much, and then it became worth nothing, so I gained a lot of value. But yeah, that's pretty much it for grinding much. Those are the quickest ways. Other methods, you can like buy shrooms with Robux and things like that, but any other methods, honestly, they might not be reliable or fast. That's why I didn't add them to the list. Other methods could include mutation grinding. Mutations are like rare things you get when you get nested, and then you could just like AFK grind for a bunch of mutations. But the thing is, it's like a 10% chance that you're gonna find someone who wants to buy your mutation. Make sure you subscribe, because I'm gonna be posting videos whenever I find new methods of gaining stuff.